In my family, everyone had their life figured out except me. My siblings were the stars, collecting praise and achievements, while I was the family joke, the one everyone laughed at. It didn't matter how hard I tried. Nothing was ever good enough. My parents would just sigh, relatives would smirk, and even my sister Lisa would throw little jabs, thinking they were harmless. I bounced from one odd job to another, never finding a place where I felt I belonged. During family get-togethers, I'd sit quietly as my siblings bragged about their promotions and degrees. I learned to just smile through the embarrassment because defending myself only made me a bigger punchline. One evening, Lisa called. "Hey, can you help me with something?" Her voice was casual, but there was a hint of urgency. "Sure," I said. "What's up?" She hesitated. "It's for work. I need someone to sign off on some documents." "I'm in a real bind," I frowned. "What kind of documents?" She laughed nervously. "Just some paperwork my boss needs approved." Honestly, I couldn't trust anyone else with this. "You're the only one who can handle it properly." "Me? The family joke?" Suddenly, I felt a strange mix of doubt and curiosity. Still, I agreed to help. The next morning, I arrived at her workplace, a huge, impressive company I'd only ever seen from the outside. I felt a bit nervous but was determined to make a good impression. Lisa led me to a sleek office where a man in a sharp suit was waiting. His presence was commanding, his gaze sharp. "This is my brother," Lisa introduced, a little hesitantly. "He's going to help with the documents." The man looked at me for a long moment, his expression unreadable. "Ah, I see," he said. "Please sign here." I took the pen, signed my name carefully, and handed the papers back. Simple, right? But something about the way he looked at me, it was respectful, almost impressed, made my heart skip. "Thank you," he said. "I really appreciate this." Not many people could handle this correctly on the first try. I just blinked, completely caught off guard. This was not the reaction I was used to. Lisa, noticing my confusion, whispered, "He's been tough on everyone. If he's complimenting you, that means you did really well." I just smiled awkwardly, still trying to process what was happening. Then, it happened. The boss looked directly at me and said something that would change everything. "You know," he started, "I've heard about you. Your sister talks about how capable you are. I've been meaning to meet the person who always gets things done behind the scenes." My heart stopped. He actually knew my work? The stuff no one in my family ever bothered to notice? He continued, "Tell me something. Have you ever thought about working here? You clearly have an eye for detail, and I could use someone like you on my team." I froze. Me? Working here? This was the exact kind of opportunity I had only dreamed of. Lisa's eyes widened. "Wait, he's serious?" she whispered. I just nodded, my mind racing. It was surreal. After years of being underestimated, someone not family, not friends, but a professional was seeing my value. That afternoon, I left the office with my head held a little higher. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. Not as the joke, not as the failure, but as someone capable and worthy. When I got home and told my family about the job offer, I braced myself for the usual teasing. But instead, there was just silence. My sister looked guilty, my parents looked shocked, and for once, my siblings didn't have a comeback. "Wow," my mom finally said. I didn't know." My brother muttered, "I guess I underestimated you." I didn't say anything, I just smiled. This moment was mine. Weeks later, I started my new job. Every day, I found new ways to contribute, new skills to learn, and slowly, my confidence grew. I realized that being overlooked didn't mean I was incapable. It just meant I was waiting for the right opportunity to prove myself. And the best part? The same sister who used to make me the butt of her jokes now looked at me with a mix of pride and awe. I never rubbed it in. I just let my actions speak for themselves. Because success doesn't need an audience, it needs perseverance and the courage to keep going, even when everyone else laughs. From that day on, the joke of the family was no longer my name. The laughter of the past only made the applause of the present sound that much sweeter. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.